It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky and Bowling Green. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last year's national champions, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Hilltoppers will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense will be first on the attack. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Higgins. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a short and heavy tackle on the tight end. And the Noles are facing third and inches. He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Fakes the grab on the left. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Western Kentucky's offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It it was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
He's stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's second and long. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hilltoppers are flying down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Fights off the defender. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Pitts. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on 4th down to keep it on the ground from that distance and pick up the first down.
That's one of those things in practice, coaches probably like, anybody, any place, anytime, anywhere, this is who we are, we're physical, and they show that.
He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got enough space. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Hilltoppers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, WKU.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. A Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there. Pulls it, fired, complete.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Running back searching for a hole. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Got his man quickly. They will score! Touchdown, no! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he puts through the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. With jet sweep pass. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able...
Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.